Okay, guys, so we always like to start on time with our sessions. So I'm just going to share my screen and we're going to make a start. Okay, over to you.
Do you want to go to next screen? All right, so welcome everyone. We start and finish our session with a karakia as a way to just kind of provide space.
Okay, thank you, Emma. Well, welcome on behalf of the Mind Lab and Tech Week. I'd like to welcome you to this session. So the Mind Lab provides innovative postgrad programs with the aim of enhancing human potential and creating impactful futures. So we are here today to give you a fantastic fun session on upskilling in 60 minutes using reverse brainstorming. So the session today will run with a little bit of an introduction to the program team. We'll give you a little quick tour of Zoom. I very much appreciate that some of you will be Zoom veterans, but just to make sure that everybody's on the same page and an even playing field before we start, just give you just 2 minutes quick tour of Zoom, and then we'll dive straight in to our reverse brainstorm and a breakout activity. So for those of you that maybe are not familiar with Zoom, main room as it is as we are at the moment together, so that's like our lounge. And then when we're moving into the breakout rooms, which are going to be, we're going to break you down into smaller groups of people with the activity that we're going to be doing. We're then going to just have a little bit of time just to explain about a little short course that we do here at the Mind Lab called Digital Skills for the Workplace, and open up then to any questions that people may have. Okay, so just first of all, my name is Bex. I'm the lead facilitator for digital skills for the workplace, working for the Mind Lab. And I'd just like to let Emma just introduce herself as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma. I'm the program coordinator and I'll be helping support Bex through this session today. Welcome.
Okay then, guys, so just as a little sort of tour around Zoom, so we're very much a cameras on. You know, we're very proud of building our online community, you know, so that we create those sort of relationships, sharing with others and seeing others. So just some quick things around Zoom. So, you know, at the bottom there on the left hand side, we've got the mute and for the audio. And the start there for the video. So if the line is across, that means that your audio is off and your camera is off. And if you just click there, that will allow the audio to come on, and also with the video as well for your camera to come on as well. So there's that one there. Another aspect that's quite useful to have, and you'll probably be using this in your breakout rooms and doing the session today, is the chat feature. So just really sort of towards the bottom hand of the screen at the bottom there. So if you just click on the chat, that will open a little opportunity there for you to message out and chat with others. We've also got as well the share screen. So this is something that I feel will be very useful for the breakout activity that we're going to start in a few minutes. So if when you're in the breakout room with others and one of you would maybe like to share your screen with the rest of the group, you just click on that nice little green button there, and then people will be able to see the screen, and then you guys will be able to sort of collab around the activity that we have for you. So there you go, just a little whiz round Zoom. Is there anybody that's got any questions about Zoom at all, or the features and things, before we just sort of crack on? Just want to check round, see faces, just make sure everybody's cool. All right then, so let's just crack on then, ladies and gentlemen, into brainstorming. So there are so many ways that you can brainstorm. So I'd really like to sort of kick off the session, and I think it would be really great if we could put some little thoughts into the chat about the current ways that either you as an individual or your teams brainstorm, and what tools do you use. So I'll just stop the share just for a moment while I can just see faces as well. So do you want to pop a few things in the chat, guys, of things that you use? So whiteboards from Tracy, yeah, fantastic. Alt round robins, Miro, yeah, fantastic. Time boxing using Miro, yeah, another great one. Post-it notes, good old trusted post-it notes. Lots of Miro popping up here. Brain sketching, facilitated chat from Troy, yeah. Anything else? Got lots of different versions here, yeah. Okay, so anything else? Okay, Padlet, fantastic. Right then, guys, so there are so many different ways that you can to brainstorm, as people have mentioned here, but what we would like to talk to you about today is thinking about a newer way of thinking, or maybe a newer techniques of thinking and working that maybe you haven't considered before. So one of the ways that you can do this, and in a really effective way, is to use a technique called reverse thinking or reverse brainstorming. And it's a way of instead of, if you imagine when you're doing brainstorming, you often sort of identify that you've got a problem and that's what's in front of you, and then as a team, individuals, then you sort of think about how you're going to solve that problem as you first see it. With reverse brainstorming, it takes on a slightly different tact. It sort of makes you have a think about the problem that you've got, but thinking about it in the worst possible situation. So you make the problem as worse and as bad as possible. So you're really plumbing the depths, guys, on how bad this problem could be. And then once you've sort of brainstormed in that way, so you've made the problem worse, then you actually then sit back, look at your brainstorm, and then you look at what you've done and you think about, how could I come up with some anecdotes, some innovative solutions to the problem that you've now identified and the issues that you've now identified. And the reverse brainstorming actually is so useful, and it delivers a far better result because it allows you to think about the problem in lots of different perspectives, things that you might have missed. It also allows for your team and yourself to maybe generate some new creative and innovative ideas. So explore things that maybe like I said, you've never considered. It also makes you think about how maybe some newer problems have appeared and defining some new solutions. And also it very much stimulates indirect thinking. So rather than the obvious, it makes you think outside the box and come up with something that, as an end result is far more useful, far more dynamic. And, and you can apply reverse brainstorming to anything. So that's the sort of the concept behind reverse brainstorming. And that's what we're going to have a little look at today. So we're going to use a digital tool called Coggle. Have any of you guys used Coggle before? I'm just having a little look though. So I've got shake of heads. Anybody a Coggle user? Okay, so the nice thing about Coggle is that it's a free online concept and mind mapping tool that you can sign up really easily using your Google account, your Apple account, or your email, and it allows you to create some really good mind maps off the back of discussions and collabs that you've been having with your teams, with your people, etc. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to dive in and give you a little look round Coggle, and then we're going to sort of get into our activity. Okay, so here is Coggle. Okay, so when we present this to you, we're going to give you some shareable links. So I'm just popping into group one's Coggle at the moment so that you can see where we're at to. And I'm just going to set the scene shortly for you. So our little activity that we're going to work as a breakout activity is we're going to imagine that you guys are coffee owners. Coffee shop owners, and that you want to look at ways to improve your offering to your customers and come up with some new innovative ideas, and then and see those through. So we're posing the question to you: how might we make a trip to the coffee shop as miserable as possible? Okay, so that's going to be our focus. Okay, so when we look at Coggle, it's quite easy and quite addictive once you get going with it. So just some little sort of tool ways and features around the tool. So when you scroll around here, move around, there's these little plus buttons here. So if I do a left click on here, just for a moment, here we go. Right, then it allows you to add a branch. Okay, so, and this is our starting point. So if I was in a breakout room, one of the things that I might think about is, and I just type this in, is the outside space, maybe outside the coffee shop. Okay, and then once I've clicked on here, it then presents me with an option for another with another little plus button. So then I can start to click and create some branches here. So it could be, let me have a little think about. So it could be that there's a really ugly wall outside our the coffee shop at the moment, or it could be that you know, we've got some really sick plants out there. It looks a little bit poor out there. The plants are not very good, for example. So we can start to then create you know, some scenarios around and some detail around that outside space. So you can just keep adding branches as you go here. So that's how you add a branch. Okay, if you for example, if you don't want a branch, okay, and you've decided that you don't need it, you can just click at the end here. Okay, and then you right click, and then just press that little cross button off here. So I'm just going to do that again. So you right click this off here. So we've got branches, we've added branches, we've deleted them. Another nice aspect of Coggle is that, as well, is that if you want to move your Coggle branches around, there's a little white little button here that hopefully you can see, and you can just replace and move things around if you want to have a little bit of a tidy up. So that's another thing. And then finally, another aspect of Coggle, which is really helpful, is that if you left click again, there's an opportunity there to either undo and redo. So you've got, if you've done something and you just want to undo it or redo it, then you can do it that way. And you can just continue just to add branches on from here. So that and you can keep going and keep going. Okay, so that's the task, guys. So we want, I will tidy this up in the background for group one in a minute, but I just want to flick back here just to the breakout. So Emma's going to pop you in to a breakout room for 15 minutes, where you're going to go onto a shared Coggle, and we've got the question posed here: how might we make a trip to the coffee shop as miserable as possible? Put yourself in the things of you being coffee shop owners. And then as you go into the breakout rooms, if you're in breakout room 3, you're going to pick up group 3's Coggle link. And just, as you're working together, just have a think. No ideas are ridiculous ones, all good, all of them are good ideas. And what I would suggest that maybe how you work this, although that's entirely how you want to play this in your group, is it might be helpful that one of the group members shares the screen. And then you guys can chat, and then you can update the Coggle as you go. You'll all have editor access, so you can all join the Coggle and work on that. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm just checking again, is there any questions that anybody's got before we're good to go for 15 minutes? Em's just put the instructions in and the links for you. So we will try and pop into breakout rooms just to see how you're going and see if we can offer any support, and also just because we're a little bit nosy and interested Are we good to go, guys? Yeah, lots of nods and thumbs. Okay, fantastic. See you soon.
All right, everyone, you're going to be in groups of 4. If you have any trouble, feel free just to come back to the main session and we'll come help you out, or we'll get to you eventually. Let me just open these breakout rooms and we'll see you in 15 minutes.
All right, so we're on the creative. Have we really started to plumb the depths, people? So to the breakout rooms that I went to, they were definitely deep on plumbing the depths. That's fantastic. Okay, so we've got our Coggle started. We've got some idea generation, which is fantastic. So let's move on to where we're heading to now. So what we're going to ask you to do now as a group in your same breakouts is to have a little look around your Coggle and identify 3 items, you know, or 1 to 3 items that you've got within your Coggle of things that you think, right then, let's come up with some antidotes, some creative solutions to the problems that we've now got. And then how you're going to sort of show this is that at the end of, you know, each one, so if you're going to add in an additional branch onto your Coggle map. And then, you know, we'll have 10 minutes to do that. So it's quite pacey. So, you know, the ideas can come thick and fast. And then and we'll pull everybody back together in the main room in 10 minutes time. And then maybe some people would like to, and groups would like to share their Coggles, and we'll have a little look around. Does that sound okay, guys? So that's what we're going to do for the next 10 minutes. Yeah. So we're going to pop you back unless anybody's got any questions or thoughts before pops you back. We good?
Just to clarify, so it would be, for example, if one of the branches was like, there are really ugly walls around us, what would you do to make that ugly wall look beautiful or more homely, or whatever the vibe is at the coffee shop you're trying to achieve? Unless if you're, you know, want to have an ugly coffee shop and that's your vibe, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's totally fine.
Ugly ass coffee shop, whole new concept.
All right, we will see you guys in 10 minutes.
Great to see you all back. Okay then, so now we've had a little whiz round and experience with Coggle. Do any groups fancy doing a bit of sharing their screen, having a little share of their Coggle, maybe talk through a couple of elements of it? You know, very easy. All you need to do is press that green share button at the bottom, and maybe somebody's from the group will press the share button, somebody else do the talking. Don't be shy. We know one another now. I can see your faces, and we've had
I think
45 minutes together. Have we got Taker?
Rachel, if you want to share, I'll talk.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at, thank you so much.
I'm going to apologize because I couldn't figure out how to move the branches, so they're quite ugly. Can you all see my screen?
It's artistic. Do it as a sell for that. Okay, lovely. Thank you.
So we picked as one of our top 3, lots of traffic and no parking, and sort of that drifted a whole bunch of ideas there. So one was to go where parking's not expected, so the CBD area. Another one, coffee cart. So people don't need to park. You call up, you order your coffee, and they drop it off at your car as you come through. Or a pop-up shop near a public car park. You know, there's no parking, people blame the car park. Or a delivery system, coffee to your workplace, and then free parking tickets. Cool. So it was quite fun generating those.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you. Gosh, you've done so much. How much you can achieve in a really short space of time. This is a fabulous example. Well, loads of cool things. Oh, I love that. Make it a feature like Faulty Towers. Gosh, that's a bit of a blast for the past for me. Yeah, there's some really great stuff on here, and I think, you know, given you know, the time that you've had, you've done brilliantly. Thank you. Is there anything else that anybody that you want to talk through? Another group maybe has got another wants to show?
Surely. I can feel it. I can feel all of you going,
yeah,
I'm going to raise my hand.
I can feel another Coggle diagram coming to
Lisa, I think you should do ours.
I think we should do ours, yeah.
Okay.
That would be really nice. Thank you.
We had to contend with some non-typical problems, such as bears running out of the toilet, for example. And we fixed that issue by installing fish tanks in the toilet for bears to fish in, and keeping grizzly bears outside the toilet to sort the bears. We had some issues with the clientele. So we had bikes in the cafe, someone selling pee at the door, shop frequented by drug dealers. We had a gang hangout issue. And then we had solutions such as bringing the kids. So kids were not allowed, but pets were. So nice. We fixed it by asking the gang and the drug dealers to bring kids, and we could show them the bear zoo. And we also fixed the issue that we ran a needle exchange in the side room. And we, so the problems around the bikes in the cafe is we started selling branded bike locks, and we gave discount for stolen bikes because we still had the issue that we had no bike lockers outside and the venue was not accessible in any which way, basically.
Oh dear. That's fantastic.
Beautiful. Yeah,
I love it. There's so much creativity and innovative solutions on here, and yeah, it's great. And there's so much there. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing. That's so cool. Well, hopefully, guys, you found that, you know, in a very short space of time, given a little bit of preamble and an application, that you can achieve so much in a really short period of time. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed that. And as like I said, is the Coggle, you can get a free account. So maybe try it, you know, with your teams, you know, try it on your, you know, with friends and family as well. It's a really nice, cool tool to use. Okay, so we'll just move on a little bit now. So just as quickly, if you like what you saw today is, which Emma and I have done, is a short little example of what is done on a course that we offer called Digital Skills for the Workplace. And it's really a fantastic short course and an opportunity for people to upskill and reskill in a really fun, online, friendly environment where you can network with other people and at the same time, you know, meet like-minded souls who are interested in either like upskilling and reskilling, you know, for themselves or for the businesses that they own, with both digital skills and also underpinning with digital tools as well. So we have various intakes during the year. Our next one is coming up on the 28th of June. As I said, is that it's online study, so it's weekly facilitated sessions, so you get dedicated time in the week for just 60 minutes to come together, along with some self-directed learning and resource material. You know, we very much encourage and have people from all walks of life and all diversity, and that's what makes the course fantastic, you know, from physios and yoga instructors, you know, to all types of, you know, business owners, people in marketing, people that are running, you know, sports facilities, you know, people that from the libraries. We just have such a diverse amount of people that come through our door, and we'd love if you are interested in joining us as well. So we very much concentrate on digital skills because, as you appreciate, digital tools move on quite quickly and there's always new things coming to the market. So as part of the course, then we like to spend the time to equip you in around problem solving, communication. We spend time on cybersecurity, project management, a lot of online collaboration, and also about critical thinking as well. And we wrap that around some supporting and useful cutting edge tools as part of our delivery. We also it was part of the course. It's a level 7 micro credential, which means it's a short burst of learning. So it's covered over 7 weeks part-time, and we have options for morning classes, and we have options for afternoon classes as well, just to fit into people's schedules. Even though we're a postgraduate education provider, we very much value equivalence. So if you don't have a degree, then we welcome you to join us on our course, and we very much take your professional experience. If you're a business owner, working in organizations, community organization, wherever you work, you bring your experience with you as part of your application. We're also running some scholarships at the moment. So if you're a business owner and you're on Digital Boost, and through our partnership with Digital Boost, the Digital Boost Alliance, we are offering 250 full scholarships for digital skills for the workplace. I put a little sign up link there, and you just go through the process and enter a code. Very, very simple. It would take you 5 minutes to do the application for with DigiBoost, so that's the code for there. And we also do scholarships as well through our website. So here are the scholarships that we're offering. And you can see here that we have had a real interest in scholarships for our over 60s, and the funds that the Mind Lab has allocated have gone, but you can still say that we have money left over from our other scholarships. So please do have a little look on our website and have a little bit to learn a little bit more about our scholarships if you feel that would be interesting to you. Our impact scholarship as well, for people that are working in community-based organisations, people that are making a positive benefit to people, society and planet as well. So there we go in a nutshell. And again, if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can phone us, you can email Em or myself at digitalskills@themindlab.com if you've got any further questions about the course or what we've done today. And if you feel like you would like to enroll and have more sort of Coggle sessions, but with a different tool each time, and get involved and join our community, you can also contact the Shruti, who's our enrolments manager, through enroll@themindlab.com, and we would love to hear from you. We are going to finish up now, because I'm very much about people's time and starting on time and finishing on time. But Emma and I will stay on at the end. If people have got any questions they want to ask, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I will hand off back to Emma just to close off the session with the karakia.
All right, thank you, everyone. We hope that you had fun. We aim to have fun in our sessions because we both feel like that's a great way to learn and get excited about learning for your future. So if you would like to join me in this karakia, you're also welcome to do so. Tu tawa mai I runga, tu tawa mai I raro, tu tawa mai I roto, tu tawa mai I waho. Kia tau ai, te mauri tu, te mauri ora, ki te katoa, haumie, huie, tai.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and I really hope to see some of your faces in the future on Digital Skills for the Workplace. And if we can be of any further assistance now or in the future, please do feel to contact us, and have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. All the best. Thank you.
Kia ora. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Ka kite ano.
Ka kite.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.